watching Canadian Muslim news on Muslim Network TV. From Toronto, Ontario, I'm Catherine Bullock. Assalamu alaikum and greetings of peace. Today, a conversation with IMRAN HASAN from Peel Crime Stoppers about senior wellbeing tips. But first, some news headlines. Canadian Muslim Archive receives $4 million in federal budget. Premier Kenney accused of unethical membership collection. Saskatchewan Muslim community plans new community centre. Over 30 killed, 100 hurt in Russian attack on Ukrainian railway station. Now, the details. The Canadian government plans to fund a national effort to preserve Canadian Muslim history, reveals yesterday's federal budget. Muslims in Canada Archives, or MICA, will be given $4 million. The government says this is to provide Canada's diverse Muslim community a chance to tell their own stories in their own words, instead of the usual narratives of terrorism, war, violence, and extremism. MICA is housed at the University of Toronto's Institute of Islamic Studies. It collects and archives Canadian Muslim heritage. Project head and director of the Institute, Anver Emon, says he is honoured and privileged to receive the grant. One-time Edmonton mayoral candidate Malik Chukwudi is accusing Alberta's Premier Jason Kenney of holding an unethical membership drive. The Somali community and 3 mosques put the drive together for Kenney. 100 people signed up for United Conservative Party membership. In an exclusive interview with a media source, Chukwudi claims that the event attendees did not have to pay the $99 registration fee required online. Harrison Fleming, Kenney's spokesperson, has denied the allegation. Chukwudi's claims come as Kenney faces a leadership review, with results to be announced May 18th. The Islamic Association of Saskatchewan launches a new community centre project for Saskatoon to resolve overflowing prayers at the current mosque. Daniel Cullen tells local news sources that they are conducting 2 Jummah prayers on Friday due to lack of space. Their school, also housed in the current building, has a waiting list of about 200 children. A Facebook post on Tuesday comes with conceptual plans of the new centre and a call for donations. The new centre will take about 2 years to construct. It will have a prayer area, school, and be open to non-Muslims for bridge building events, he says. Over 30 people were killed and more than 100 injured in a Russian attack on a railway station in eastern Ukraine today. 2 rockets hit a station in Kramatorsk, a city in the Donetsk region, where scores of people were waiting to be evacuated to safer areas, according to the state railway company Ukrainian Railways. Images shared by the Authority of Telegram showed bodies and blood on the ground, with suitcases and other luggage strewn around. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky described the attack as evil with no limits. And that's it for the news. We have with us today our regular guest, the chair of Peel Crime Stoppers, IMRAN HASAN. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam and Ramadan Kareem to all your viewers.
Ramadan Kareem to you too. Speaking of which, is there anything special going on at Peel Crime Stoppers with Ramadan?
Well, we are going to be inviting the chief of Peel Regional Police to join us for a community iftar. And I'm waiting for the chief's office to confirm the availability of their timetable, and that invitation will also be extended out to our other first responder leaders in paramedics as well as fire and other community stakeholders. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully next episode we'll be able to report on the outcome of that iftar.
What kind of food will you be serving?
You know, I'm always going to leave that open for the chef to decide. You know, it's always great to have something healthy, healthy choices like some fruits and some vegetables. Yogurt, of course, is something I always enjoy eating, along with some bread. And then I don't find myself eating a lot. In fact, I lose weight during Ramadan, which is advantageous for me personally. But I'm hoping that we can have a nice balanced diet, and of course lots of liquids, juices, fruit juices, and water.
Lucky you. I think there are many of us who wish we'd lose weight in Ramadan, but it doesn't seem to happen to everyone. Tell us about the latest initiative that Peel Crime Stoppers is doing this month. Last month you did Fraud Prevention Month, and now you have a new initiative.
Well, Sister Kathy, it's a continuation of fraud prevention, but more specifically targeted to lifting up the most experienced members of our community, that namely being the seniors. Seniors have contributed so much to building up our community, and have the right to be recognized and celebrated and also protected. And so what we are doing at Peel Crime Stoppers, in partnership with KPI Media, and our friend Anwar Knight, who is a recognizable media personality, he has taken this initiative to go out to the senior care centers within Peel region. We have selected 4, and they will be week after week, starting in March, which has already come to pass, and every Saturday, and ending on this coming Saturday, April the 9th. And it'll be at a senior care center in Mississauga, and it will be streamed live on Facebook.
I love how you said the most experienced members of our society, because I do think that especially in Western societies, there's a tendency to almost like throw away the elderly, put them away in homes, and it's a youth culture. So is that just your expression, or is it something that's part of this campaign?
Oh, it's certainly part of this campaign, and sure, the inspiration comes from our board of directors, but serious, with sincerity, we really want to make sure that those who have contributed so much to building up our society and taking those risks and coming here as pioneers to this great country and making it even greater, that we remember who they are, we recognize them and we celebrate them, but also more importantly, we keep them protected and let them know that they're safe, and we're here to protect them as they protected us when we were younger.
That's so lovely. Now, you mentioned, I think you said a rolling studio or something, broadcasting live on Facebook. Tell us about the last one that you did.
So this has really been made possible, Sister Kathy, because of the community partnership with a great Mississauga company called the Mississauga Bus Group of Companies, and they provided to us at no charge a EV bus, and along with a driver, and we were able to take this bus and modify it into a pseudo studio, from which Anwar Knight and his team are able to broadcast the program directly into the senior care center. But because it's on Facebook, you're also able to view this globally. And so in our last episode, we had over 1,000 viewers from around the world attending and engaging in questions and answers that were being posed during the episode. It's really quite dynamic and unique. And I would say, I would challenge that this is the first of its kind, not only in North America, but globally.
I mean, that is amazing. I wonder how people globally would have known about something going on in Peel.
Well, it's because of the outreach through Anwar Knight and his network that we're able to reach out even beyond the borders of Peel and Ontario and Canada, worldwide. And of course, we'll be providing stats as a summary to our overall initiative for the public to understand. And hopefully we'll be able to get additional funding to continue this initiative and celebrate our seniors even more throughout the year.
One of the things, I had a chance to have a very quick look, and I heard him and one night asking a doctor or paramedic, I can't remember his designation, the most leading cause of injury among seniors is falls.
It is, indeed.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I'm not a medical expert, but of course we had Dr. Ahmed Schlegel, who is the chief medical officer, not only for Schlegel Villages, but also with the local I think it's Trillium Health Partners, and if I'm mistaken, it's William Osler, but it's one or the other. But certainly he's the right person to answer those questions. And rather than giving you my opinion, I would suggest and invite your viewers to go to Peel Crime Stoppers, go to the events section, go to current events, and view the past 3 episodes. And there's some wonderful information and tips about how to stay safe. And whether you're a senior living in a long-term care facility or in a senior care home or even at home, it's information that everyone will benefit from.
When you say broadcast into the home, I am assuming that the home, that all the seniors are not separately on devices looking through Facebook, or was it like a communal showing? What did it look like?
Well, that's an excellent question, Sister Kathy. There were individuals who were perhaps made the decision to stay within their room and watch on their own personal device, but there was a communal setting at the retirement center where all of the seniors congregated and were able to watch together.
Did they have a chance to ask questions as well?
Absolutely. So all of the questions are done through a chat format. And so you can engage directly with either the doctor, or in this case, we also had a physiotherapist, and we also had a police expert talking about fraud prevention. So there were all kinds of opportunities for the public to engage directly in that conversation. And that's what really makes the episode that much more interesting.
Do you have any memory of some of the most interesting or important questions that were being asked and what the answers were?
Yeah, there was the first episode was all about toll prevention and the phone calls that people get at home. And our Pew Police acting sergeant Vito Padano, was able to give us some very interesting and important information. For example, when you get that notorious call from CRA that says, this is the Canada Revenue Agency calling, and you have been fined or you have a penalty and you must make a payment immediately, know that that is a fraud call. That is not CRA calling. CRA never would ask you to make a payment over the phone, let alone make a phone call. They would certainly write to you. So that was, to me, the biggest takeaway from that episode was, don't be intimidated by these fraudsters who are calling, demanding money and threatening you with, or you'll go to jail. And so that is all fraud.
I've received that call. It's definitely a very scary.
It is
very scary thing. And you're thinking, oh yeah, this is fraud, but then what if it's not? So it's very good to have that reinforced. I'm glad you're doing that. Now we're almost out of time, but how about giving us a glimpse of what's going to be coming next month?
Oh, fantastic. So now that the weather is changing in our favor, the days are becoming longer. We'll be getting more sunlight. We'll be doing things outdoors in the month of May. Peel Crime Stoppers will be hosting a car show and shine in the parking lot of Erin Mills Town Center, and that'll happen on the 7th of May. And then, the theme of that event initiative will be road safety. So come on out and learn about road safety and come see your favorite childhood muscle car and make a donation and support Peel Crime Stoppers. And then in the month of June, we'll have our annual Canada Day barbecue. And this event will be very unique in that we're going to be celebrating our COVID-19 frontline heroes. So we'll be recognizing our first responders in our healthcare frontlines. And the event will be free to the public. It will be held at Chinguacousy Park, and that's June 25th. All the details will be on the website. And the one thing you should know that, of course, we're going to have culturally sensitive food, and halal menu will definitely be served.
Well, those frontline workers definitely need to be commemorated. So good on you for doing that. And thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for watching Canadian Muslim News. If you like what we do, please share, like, and subscribe. Stay safe. God bless.